If you're struggling with fatigue or mood swings or brain fog, difficulty sleeping, and you're wondering if it's your hormones, it might be. Have you gone to your regular doctor, though, and been told, well, your hormones are normal? Or if you're not in menopause yet, if they tell you, well, you're still having regular periods, so it can't be your hormones, or your periods wouldn't be regular, you need to hear this. I'm Dr. Yvonne Carney. I'm the hormone locksmith. What does that mean? It means I help women optimize their hormones and make their hormones work. If you feel like you have imbalanced hormones or hormone deficiency symptoms, there's really two reasons. One is you don't have the right hormones. And so your doctor telling you, well, your hormones are normal, that's not good enough because normal does not mean optimum. Normal is a statistical average of 90% of the population. There's this huge assumption in traditional medicine laboratory testing that only the very outskirts of the data is abnormal and everyone that's in the middle is normal. So that normal curve from high school math, looking at the population will distribute itself around a normal curve. The majority of the people are at average, also called the mean. And then the further away you get from average, less and less people have that value. It doesn't matter what you're looking at. That's the law of statistics. So these lab companies use that law and they set normal range to include 90% of the population. So there's 5% that are considered too low, 5% that are considered too high. And if you're in that 90% range where most of the population lies, you're considered normal. But here's the thing. Number one, do you really think 90% of the population is healthy? Do you want to look like 9 out of 10 people walking around? I don't. I think that we are a very unhealthy population, and maybe 10% of the population is thriving and energetic and healthy and how we want to be. So we shouldn't aim to be like 90%. Let's shoot for optimum. Man, I did not learn this in medical school. I did not learn this in residency. I learned it once I started researching and attending so many conferences on health optimization. How do we get to ideal? How do we get to optimum? Because it's different from normal. That's reason number one why you don't feel good, but your doctor says your labs are normal. Okay, reason number two is maybe your hormones are optimized, but guess what? Hormones need receptors. Hormones trigger a response. They are messengers. They need a cell capable of receiving the message and acting on it. So that's why at Vitality Renewal, we are the hormone locksmiths because we help your hormones work. Principle number one is that shape determines function. So the hormone and the receptor fit like a key and a lock. And you may not have enough keys, or you might have poorly forged keys, which means your hormones are not right, or your hormones are not balanced. But you might have good keys, but rusty locks. If you have rusty locks, you cannot unlock the door. So we need to look at environmental toxicity, stress, nutrition. Do you have the right micronutrients that help your body respond to the hormones? The hormone receptor lives on the cell membrane, and the cell membrane is made out of fat. If you're somewhere between your mid 40s to your mid 60s, you probably grew up thinking that fat was bad. But I'm here to tell you that healthy fat is good. Your brain is 60% fat. Your mitochondria, which are your internal batteries that make energy in a layer of fat called phospholipids. Your cell membranes are made out of fat. So we need the healthy fats. These healthy fats get damaged by environmental toxins and inflammation and stealth infections. I want you to picture a Tupperware dish, but what happens if it melts in the dishwasher because you heated it too high? That is what happens to the fats in your cell membrane. They actually change their structure because they get oxidized and they form these abnormal links with other fatty acids. We have to clean that up. Your hormones won't work if their receptors are changed shape because they're sitting on a caving in roof. Please evaluate your hormone levels and then work with someone that understands the importance of the hormone receptor. Even if your hormones are optimized, if you don't have healthy cells, healthy receptors, the right micronutrients so that the cells can respond and receive the message and act on it, your hormones aren't going to work. If this resonates with you, just click the link below and subscribe, and you can hear more. I'd love to have you on my email list, which you can get from my website, because I write blog posts and we can notify you when important information is out there that you can learn to take control of your health. My goal is to empower you to take control of your health. Thanks for listening. I'm the Hormone Locksmith. I'll see you next time.